Here in studio today, we have a long-time guest with us. He's been with us about as often as anybody for a variety of reasons. He's a pretty fun guy. I like hanging around him. But his business is the type of business whose sole purpose is to make sure that your business can run as efficiently as possible. The business here we're talking about is Data Magic Inc., and we have Mr. Data Magic Inc. That's what I like to call you, Shane. Shane Kimbrel in studio with us today. Shane, can't shake hands with you. I understand why. Good to see you. Thanks for driving over here in these trying times. You know, you've been in business a long time. You've been working with businesses a long time. You ever been through anything like this?
Well, no one's been through anything like this. It's been crazy.
It's absolutely crazy. And for a guy, Data Magic, who does a lot of things, you're always working with computer viruses. This is my segue here, but now we're dealing with a whole new thing. So I want to know. We're going to stay with me here, like you always do. As a business owner, you've got to deal with this internally with how you're taking care of your staff and stuff. What kind of steps do you have in place there to make sure everybody can do what they need to do and not get sick doing it?
Well, we've been 95% remote since Monday of last week, so that's we're over a week now of working with this, and it's actually been really good for us. We seem to be more productive now that the engineers are able to just roll out of bed and start helping people rather than wasting the time driving into the office. So we may have actually struck onto something that's a very productive way to run the business.
I would say, Shane, if your business can't get comfortable working remotely, we got a lot of problems.
That's true, right.
So, but for the people that do come in the office, you taking extra cleaning procedures and all that kind of stuff?
You know, we don't have a lot of people that come in.
Don't. Yeah.
No, I mean, we have delivery people that bring packages in, so we have a couple of people that stayed back at the office to answer phones and kind of route them to the individual techs. But then for the deliveries, that would be the main reason to have them in there to make sure that we get these parts, because things are really starting to get delayed in shipping, and you don't want to have to wait for another day to get a part. So.
No. We customer types. We want it now.
Correct.
This is why I'm paying you the big bucks. Where's my stuff?
Where's
my stuff?
That's right.
Now then, as far as helping out businesses, there's a lot of businesses that have never worked remotely. They've never had to set up home offices and stuff. Are you getting into that as well?
Yeah, so a lot of our customers are already set up to work remotely, but not every employee in the business has been set up that way. So we do include a remote monitoring software through Continuum, but the remote control software is called LogMeIn.
LogMeIn, okay.
And it's kind of like a go to my PC or something along those lines.
Oh, okay, I'm familiar with that. Right. So you could actually, wherever you're sitting, you can turn on my computer and be looking through it to find out what I don't know that's in there.
Right, so home users are able to log into their home PC and then take over their work PC from their and they just go to a web browser. You don't have to download any applications or anything like that on that machine, and you're not downloading any files to that machine. They're just logging in, and it's just as though they were sitting at their office.
It's a new normal for all of us in a lot of ways,
right?
You know,
and it does dual screens and everything. I mean, it has lots of capability in it.
Can you do the ones to where I do a whole call and it looks like the Brady Bunch with all the different pictures in there? Have you done those personally yourself?
Constantly this whole week.
Yeah.
Even internally with our staff, we're having those meetings every morning, and it's really been very productive. We get to see everybody, and it's worked really good working with my clients. We've done a lot of remote meetings with our clients and quarterly meetings and business reviews, and it's been really good.
Who knows, when we get through this, that might be the new norm.
I think this actually will be good, because we pull up we have a lot of visual aids and things that we go over in our quarterly business reviews. So this fits in. We don't have to print a bunch of paper and all sit around a conference room table where everybody can just join in, and it's very nice.
All businesses are dealing with this, but Data Magic deals with this type of stuff all the time.
Right.
And you're the ones to call to help out with anything like this.
Right.
Speaking of, there's another segue from me. The bad guys are out there. There's people out there. There's always people trying to get into your stuff, you know, break into your things. We've talked about that with you numerous times. But with this whole COVID deal, are they out there in force trying to figure out, how can I use this to my advantage to get your information? Is that happening?
It is, and the problem is a lot of when you're hooking up these home users, you do have to give them sometimes VPN access into your network. So that basically is expanding the business network into home users network. So we definitely, if we're going to go that route, we want to make sure that PC that they're connecting from and that network that they're connecting from is a safe network.
Sure.
So it may temporarily, while they're working from home, we may have to monitor some of those home PCs to make sure. Right.
You know, we've talked about this so many times. Shane, I can remember you telling me this, that the bad guys will break into your computer and just sit there.
Right.
For a long time, not do anything.
Could do that.
Just kind of looking at stuff.
Right. And you got to think there's a lot of people that are being put out of business. This is a global event, so a lot of these hackers are from third-party countries. So they're going to ramp it up. I mean, they're going to see some low-hanging fruit there, especially these home users that are working from home. So,
well, some of the low-hanging fruit would be the people that are out there that have never used Data Magic before.
Right.
In all honesty, and not just Data Magic, but other companies like you.
Right.
So who knows what impact this may or may not have on your business down the line?
We had a nursing. It was an assisted living facility.
Okay.
And we're really kind of nervous. It was a new relationship going into it, but they had a problem with their Skype. They had one computer, big television screen that was dedicated to communicating with family members, and it hadn't worked in months over there with their current provider. And we went in there real early in the morning so that we weren't bringing anything in or trying to minimize any contact with any of the people that live there. And we were able to get that Skype machine going again. It was very important because they were using it to communicate with their doctors now.
Oh,
so they had, I can't believe that they were living with it for that long, but it really did feel good to get in there and help them just with that piece of it.
Well, I mean, most importantly these days, to help to be in touch with their medical professionals, but then, of course, too, to be in touch with their families as well, because we're all concerned about families that we can't go see and can't go hug. You know, have you figured out any digital hugs yet out there? Help people out with that. But seriously, a lot of times the Skype is the digital hug.
It is.
So you can look at your family or your dog, for that matter.
Right.
To keep up with people. So before all this hit, everything was going well with you?
Yeah. We were actually, you know, we had really good projections for 2020. So no one knows how this is going to impact things. I mean, we're staying busy with our current clients, but if this continues, they're not going to be able to pay their bills if they're not making money themselves. So
that's the next thing.
It's very tough times.
Well, there's a lot of dominoes out there.
Right.
Like for better word. Then recently we get the whole announcement that the whole state's shutting down for things. But again, you and the whole Data Magic team, you all can work around that. But a lot of businesses, it's a whole new thing to them. Well, what do you mean? I know we can't be open, but I can't even get in my car and go somewhere.
That's right. I mean, they just opened up the park down the street for the Rangers, and it was supposed to be opening day today, right?
I think it was supposed to be opening day today.
And so
not now.
Where is this going to be in a month or 2 months?
Well, and not just that. There's so many people that have been displaced from their jobs. They had to go out. You know, we all got to make money.
Sure.
So they had to go get another job. But then when it is time for opening day, then you don't have the people you need, because I mean it just goes on and on and on.
Right.
But whatever's going on, even when this all clears up, there's always a need to keep your computer systems and everything safe.
Right.
And that's again, how long have you been doing this? Everybody.
Be 25 years.
Is this it? The big silver anniversary?
Yeah. Well, it was last year. But now we're on 26.
Thanks for the invite to the party, Shane. I appreciate that.
I'll bring you some wine over.
Bring me a bottle of wine, or just tell you what, look at my laptop, let me know that everything's safe on my end.
Right.
So I always like talking to you. I mean, you're the only place that we've ever actually done an on-site play. We need to do that again.
We do need to do it again.
Hop in the car and head over your direction. But I'm really glad to have you here in the studio, because we always like having you. But you had some great information about what you're doing for your company internally, but mostly what you're doing to help other companies do the best they can to service their customers during these trying times that we're all going through today.
Yeah, thanks for having me in.
Well, I got about 30 seconds. Any last words you want to throw out there?
I would just say, when it comes to your home users, once you get settled in, I think that it would be good to send a round of security awareness training, at least, to those guys, and letting them know that you're there for them and you want them to stay safe because now their computer is an extension of the business network.
Absolutely. Well, that's a good way to put it, folks. It's a new normal for all of us, but there's an old normal with Data Magic, because they're going to help us keep everything safe that we need to keep safe. Thank you, Shane. Appreciate it. Catch you next time.
All right.
Thank you.
See you.
Folks, we'll see you soon as well on All In.